So I was scrolling through Instagram and I came across a post by Deborah Paul Eneche, and I felt really bad that it had to get to a point where she needed to write caption just to address the things people were saying about her. And if you are familiar with her page, you see how people drop comments like your dressing is weird, your dressing is not nice, your dressing is this. And I felt really bad that people would project their standards on someone and expect her to apologize or just to change because she doesn't fit into their definition of what fashion is. It doesn't make sense. The way I'm already taking it so personal. This video is not about fashion. This video is not about Deborah Paul and Enche. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this video, right? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I know this is not the video that I promised to go up today, but I just needed to address something really quickly. Yeah. I've heard a lot of funny comments. Like somebody legit entered my DM to say that, okay, now that the wedding is over, when are you coming to Canada? I'm like, okay, did I ever in any way say that I was traveling after the wedding? Or the person even said, oh, that's if you're not here already. I'm like, okay, did anything about the wedding show that we're leaving the country or something? I've had different comments like, okay, I know that you didn't do a big wedding because you want to travel out after the wedding or blah blah blah. What if I want to stay in Nigeria and I still don't want the definition, the conventional wedding? What if? What if we have the money and we still don't want to spend it on a big wedding? What if? What if I'm not pregnant and I still do not want a church wedding? What if? You should not suspect people because they are not doing what you see as normal, because they are not doing what you see as conventional. We should allow people do them. We should allow people be themselves, do what they want without having to apologize for it, without having to come out to address it. We should allow people just do what works for them. I mean, I'm still coming to party guests. I want to address like future brides, brides to be, husbands to be. See, don't let anybody pressure you into doing what you are not comfortable doing because that is the norm. Do not let anybody pressure you into going to or going beyond your limits because that is what is expected of you. Just do you. People will talk anyways. If you spend all your life savings on wedding, if you borrow to do wedding, if you people will still talk. So you might want to just sit down and ask yourself, okay, this thing I'm doing for my wedding, what's the importance? Why should I do it? I'm not saying it's a problem if you are comfortable with it. Of course, some people do not mind. But I'm talking to you, if I'm talking to the people that are already, you're already doubting some things like, why should I? I'm not comfortable. Okay, I'm not comfortable doing this. Okay, take myself for and this is an uncut video, I'm not going to cut it. Okay, I'll use myself as an example. Like, I'm not comfortable with crowd, I'm not comfortable with a lot of people just all the attention being on me, and especially for occasions, for when I'm like, I'm not that child that would want birthdays with people around. Oh, this is the celebrant, now be greeting everybody and be kneeling down. I'm not that person. So you can't say, okay, because it's expected that this is what is expected, you have to do it. Or and if I'm not comfortable with it, can't I change it? Must it be that way that we're used to? People should be free to express themselves as long as what they are doing is not bad. I'm not saying if your church has said that, okay, this is the standard, we now come and say, blessing, I said that. That's not what I'm talking about. But some things are not necessarily and shouldn't be the standard. And people that don't do things the way you want them to, they should not have to apologize for it. They should not have to explain themselves for it. Just learn to accept that everybody can do things the way they want. Take, for example, this same Debbie, when she was going to walk down the aisle, she decided not to use a bouquet and she held her Bible. People were coming to say all sort of things like, what is that? I'm like, that's what she wants. That's what she's comfortable with. Is there something wrong with holding her Bible? That's what she believes. That's what she's good with. So it doesn't mean that you will not come and be saying things. See, this world of social media that anybody can just be phone and be typing nonsense, it can be very annoying. Okay, I should calm down. It's not like I'm attacking anybody, but then the matter is a combination. Like, people should be free to just do what works for them without having to be sorry for it. If there's a standard in your mind, let it be your own standard. That okay, oh, for a wedding, oh, there must be MCO that will pay 300K for to bring MC. There must be DJ. There must be hostess. There must be. That's you. So if people are not doing it that way, rejoice with them and do it your own way. And I feel like that is how it should be. They say diversity abi is the spice of life. Is that not the word? Is that not the sentence? Diversity is the spice of life. If I come do my garden wedding, you come, you do your church wedding, your cathedral wedding. That's it now. It makes life beautiful. Everybody must not go in the same direction. I'm not saying everybody should now start doing garden wedding or everybody should now start doing whatever it is. They should not do reception like us or something. But when people don't do what you want them to do, it doesn't mean that you should now start to suspect them. Oh, could it be that she's pregnant? Oh, could it be that they don't have money? Could it be why? Why? See, I feel like sometimes people do not realize the problem. They do not see it as a problem, and that is the issue. Because I used to have the same mindset, a particular mindset, not this mindset, not what we are talking about. A particular mindset. Okay, there's somebody that wanted to get married, and he just mentioned to me over the phone that oh, he's getting married, but he's not doing something big. Okay, and all of that, and he just posted about the wedding and I did not get an invite. And he posted the link for us to stream online and all of that. And I felt bad, honestly. I felt bad. I started to think, oh, I'm not important to this person. Oh, this is, I used to think that, I started overthinking it. But really, maybe it's not that deep. Maybe it's just that the person, okay, it's just 50 people I can do, family and people that are really close by. What if that's the case? Now I've learned to be open-minded and learn to just see things from other people's perspective. The fact that somebody did a wedding or an event and did not invite you does not mean that they don't see you as a friend or they don't like you or they don't rate you. It might not be that deep. Because this same particular person that was feeling bad did not invite me to his wedding. When he gave birth, he came to my DM. My wife gave birth and I rejoiced with him. How about that? See, life is not that hard. People should be able to do things without having to apologize for it. I'm not saying that people should not do things anyhow and not consider people. No, that's not what I'm saying. And then to party guests, I've addressed the brides to be and husbands to be now. To party guests, when you go for events, try as much as possible to be in the moment, enjoy the moment, and be happy for them genuinely. You are not there to analyze the event. Okay, the keyboardist is not even playing well. God forbid. See the husband's trousers, see this. Is that what you are there for? And that brings me to the question of inviting plenty people. You see why people sometimes don't want to invite people they are not particularly close to? Because some people are coming there with a different intention. They are coming there to just criticize and just act like, oh, okay, okay. Because I feel that people that really love you, people that genuinely care about you, would take some things because okay, and I'm my guy now. Okay, let's say that okay, this happens. I'm not saying that you as bride and husband to be, you don't now consider your guests and treat them well. But then let's say if there's like a little inconvenience, they understand because they care about you. What will you say about the Mogbo Moya that you brought to the wedding? Or okay, I'm coming, or just brought somebody. They'll go and come and start bad mouthing. You can imagine people in an event, in a wedding party, and right there in the event, they are discussing and analyzing the bride's dressing and the groom's dressing, and that's what they are doing at the wedding. I'm like, how did we come this far? How did we get to this point? I hope I said something in this video. I really don't want this video to be too long, but you as a bride to be, husband to be, do not be pressured into thinking or into doing what you don't want to do. Just do you and be proud about it. And party guests, let's try as much as possible to just go enjoy the occasion. And if they are not doing anything that is up to your standard, when it gets to your own turn, do it your own way. Or when it gets to the turn of somebody you know you can control, maybe your younger ones, your elder ones, go all out and spend all of the money in the world and do it the perfect way. But as long as the people involved are happy and that's their own definition of perfect, you don't have to come there and start saying, oh, they are sharing food late, oh, this, so is imperfect. No. Just go there, enjoy the moment, and that should be it. Don't pressure people. Don't do it. I'm talking to you. Yes, don't put people under pressure. Do your thing and let people do their thing. Okay. So yeah, that's all for this video. But before I end this video, I want to say that I want to do a sit down video about wedding planning, the whole planning process for the wedding, maybe vendors that you want to ask about. Or if you have any question you just want to ask me about the wedding, feel free to drop it in the comments. But I'm still going to put up a Q&A link or a Q&A on Instagram, and when it is up on Instagram I'm going to post here on YouTube, so you can drop your questions and I'll do a sit down video to address or to answer all of the questions, and that would wrap it up for the wedding vlog, wedding series. But yeah, the second part of the wedding vlog is coming up next week. I hope you stay tuned, turn on post notifications, subscribe to my channel if you have not. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.